Hey everyone, welcome to the Meal Change Podcast. This is a bonus episode and an episode that I want to get out to you guys because I think right now this is a very important thing that we should all talk about, and it's a thing that we're running into because we're living in a day and age where we're doing it more than anything. So I'm the host, Devin Holly, and this is the Meal Change Podcast, also known as the Millennial Change Podcast. And it's great that you guys have the opportunity to be with me for a couple minutes. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Let's get it rolling. So the idea of people pleasing, this is the topic for this week's episode. And I think that we all have a tendency of doing it, and it's becoming such a horrible thing right now. And I think that sometimes it's better to be misunderstood as a man or just as a person in general. But I say man because we're helping millennial men, and sometimes it's better to be misunderstood because that some people just will never understand you. Some people, how can I put this? No matter what you do for them, no matter what you say, no matter the actions that you show, no matter the things that you try to portray is probably in good nature for yourself to do for them, it'll never be enough. So I look at it as like unloyal people. See, I think that unloyal people will never understand people that's loyal. So we see right now that a lot of people are struggling with relationships, right? And people are saying that dating is suck and there's a lot of weirdos out there and everything like that. But what it's really saying is that we're living in a day and age in society where nobody is loyal to anyone except for themselves. And we have all these emotional people being completely loyal to themselves, and then they're wondering why they can't be blessed like they want to. They'll have a nice car, a nice house, all these nice, beautiful, shiny objects and shiny things, but deep down in the inside, there's still tons of insecurities, tons of things that they don't like about themselves. They're going under the knife every year or every couple of years to get some type of surgery to make themselves look completely different. And don't get it twisted, men go do the surgeries. It's not just women. So fellas, it's us too. And the reason that a lot of us are not really just having these conversations is because social media destroyed the idea of us getting to know someone and getting the opportunity for you guys to build some type of future together. Nowadays, we're looking to be done with the person so fast. It's like, on to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. And it's like, you can't build no type of structure or no type of lifestyle or no type of anything with a person, because when you keep moving from person to person to person to person to person, it's saying that how can I put this? The only common thing between you and 100 different partners is you. You're the consistent thing. And the reason why is you're only loyal to yourself. And when you're only loyal to yourself, you don't even have to get biblical. You see that the person that's most loyal to themselves is the person that'll never be truly happy in life. You see it all the time. We're meant to be in this life to connect with people, to find some type of value within them that you can fulfill, and that person does the same for you. Now, loyal people are looking to do that. Unloyal people are not looking to do that. So what happens in our society is the loyal people are getting with the unloyal people, and then they're saying to themselves, well, I did this for her. I moved to a new city for her. I sacrificed not working as much for her. I did all these things on her checklist, and why she's still unhappy. Because deep down, she is only loyal to herself. So she can't bring you any value in terms of if you're trying to build a relationship with a woman if she's only loyal to herself. And we see this every single day. And one of the reasons why I think men are so unhappy right now, especially with dating, and you know what, I can probably say on the woman's side too, is because men will adjust and men can become very, very selfish also, is you can't be walking into something saying, I'm only going to get mine. I've done it, and it's end up being some of the worst experiences that I've had long term with people. And so I said to myself a couple years ago, I'm just not going to be that way, because deep down I'm not that way. I just found myself adjusting more to what society is doing, because I didn't want to be on the losing side of in terms of interactions with people. So I was like, all right, well, I'll change up what I do just to adjust. So I realized that, not too long ago, this shit just isn't for me. I'm a loyal person. So I'm not going to change because society is preaching to be unloyal. I'll just have to wait my time and find someone that has the same type of values that I have in terms of being loyal. And if I can't find someone that has the same type of values as me, then I don't need to give that person any of my energy and my time and my effort. I've done that before, and it was a disaster. It ended in a disaster. So in terms of people pleasing, personally, I've learned that not everyone will value you and your energy that you bring into their lives. And the reason why they don't value you is because they feel like, I'm only loyal to myself. I can replace this person at any point. And when you walk into any type of relationship, friendship, business relationship, saying to yourself, I can replace that person at a drop of a dime, you're going to get replaced one day. Someone's going to do the same shit to you, and you're going to be hurting. And some people can say, I'm mentally strong, I can deal with that shit. You can talk about it all you want to, but a lot of us, when we go home, we're still thinking about that shit that happened, and we'll be trying to mask a lot of things that happen. And I've been there. Everybody does it. And so, personally, like I said, you have to find people that value you. If they don't value you, your energy, and what you bring to the table, and it's not about money, and people just, I'm going to say this, and it's probably going to hurt a lot of men's feelings, and it will hurt a lot of women's feelings. This shit ain't about money. Loyalty don't have nothing to do with money. Nothing. And the reason why I don't have nothing to do with money, there's so many people that's out here dating, especially on dating apps, men and women. Some of you guys have children, and you have children from people that didn't have any money. You were broke. You've been broke for years. You're still broke. You're still probably just above the water. And even when you do have a little money, or you got a nice car, or something like that, you're still broke, because you're broke mentally. So it ain't about what's in your bank account. You're broken mentally. And usually when you're broken mentally, you spend a lot of time with other broke people. So I know that you hear so many people like, I want a high value man, I want a high value woman, I want a high value. You ain't even high value. Mentally, you don't even have it all upstairs. Mentally, you still trying to figure it out. But you want someone that just, they're a high earner. They earn a lot of money. Just because you earn a lot of money, sometimes people don't realize, I talked about this on an episode not too long ago. I had the most fun in life when I wasn't making good money. I had the most fun when I was just completely broke, didn't have shit, living like a college student. Now, granted, I can't do that now because I have a daughter to support and I make good money. But that was the best times of my life when I look back at it. Not because they were in college, it's because I allowed myself to be free, and I wasn't worrying about following everyone else's path or or fighting with myself in terms of, I gotta have this, I gotta have that, I have to have a nice place. Granted, I love these things that I can provide now, but it's like, in terms of enjoying life and having fun, I had more fun when I was broke. Now the constraints of life is here, and you have to think about, I gotta provide something, which is fine. I still have fun, but the most amount of fun I had is when I was broke. So I don't sit up there and try to say to myself, well, I need a high earning woman like myself that makes 100K. I don't care. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a dollar amount. Why the fuck would I want to put a dollar amount on a woman? Ain't that what, I'm a little lost, but isn't that what we do with ladies of the night? Put a dollar amount on them? So we have to start understanding that a lot of things in society is put out there for us to just follow and see how many people they can get to follow this crap that they put out there. And so in terms of people pleasing, weak people tend to people please more. And I was there, man. I was weak at some point, and I was people pleasing more. A lot of people, just to keep friendships going and relationships going and stuff. But now, man, I really don't. I don't care. I know I think differently. I know people are not like me, and I'm just not gonna put no pressure on myself for them to be like me or for them to see my value. I move the fuck on. Now, I'm loyal. I'm very loyal. I'm a loyal person by heart, by nature. But sometimes it's hard to find other loyal people, because when I involve myself with any type of environment, I'm looking to bring value to them and to see what value they can bring back to me. So it's kind of like an even thing, Last thing I'm going to say to you guys is be very careful of, and I know everyone says it, be very careful of the people that you share your ideas with. If you're a person, you're a big thinker, you have big ambitions and big goals, and you see the world differently than everyone else, don't be so quick to share your opinions with certain people. Now, I'm not a conservative, but I do realize that a large percentage of our society, in terms of the media and social media, are liberals. So they get what liberals do more than anything, and it's such a silly thing, and I know they'll disagree and everything like that, is they give their people talking points. And if you don't fall within these talking points, they're going to shame you with some type of word, some type of phobia word, and I'm not going to go into it or anything like that. But you have to be very careful of the things that you share with people nowadays, because people, more than anything, are looking to disagree with you just so they can put some type of label on you to say that this is who you are, this is what you represent. And if that is in your best interest, cool, dope. But often it's not in your best interest. So be careful of sharing your big ideas, your big goals, and your big ambitions with people that's even your family. So, yeah, I don't know. I hated that one when I wrote that down. It's like, ugh, it sucks, because sometimes it might be your friends and sometimes it might be people that's really close to you. But you gotta come to terms with it. All right, guys. So for this bonus episode, man, just remember, people pleasing is something that you cannot do. No matter what you do, unloyal people will never understand what you're trying to do as a loyal person. Because if you're a people pleaser, that really just means that deep down you're a loyal person. And that means deep down that you care just as much about the people in your environment as you do yourself. But if you're doing that, you're going to get into a little bit of trouble. And people pleasing is just not worth you sacrificing yourself. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't try to help people at the best level that you can, but you have to really, really, really be careful of the things that you share. Like I was just saying about being a big thinker, you can't share your ideas with everyone. Think about it. All right, guys, I appreciate you, man. It's the Meal Change Podcast. I'm the host, Devin Holly. And this episode, like I said, it was just a quick episode that I had to just get off my chest because I realized that we're doing that more than anything. We're people pleasing. We want everybody to love us and respect us, and it's just not worth it, man. It really isn't. So if you get an opportunity, go visit the website, millchange.com. That's MILL change.com for articles, or hop on our email list. We can email you some of the articles that we think that will bring you value. You have to answer a couple questions and stuff like that, so we can engage your interest of what you might be looking for. But yeah, if you can visit the website, that'd be dope. And I'll see you guys in a couple of days for episode. What episode are we on? I always forget. I think 71. So this one I'm not going to put a label on it because it just doesn't need one, because it's so important. It's a bonus episode because people pleasing is a thing that hurts people more than anything. And just remember, if you're a loyal person, this is the last thing I'll say. I'll let you go because you gotta go. If you're a loyal person, just always remember, you'll never receive the value that you give other people. So your value will come from you just giving and you being who you are. Don't ever expect the value to come back into you in your life for what you put out. It's just the truth of the matter. So yeah. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Deuces.